What's going on, guys? It's Steeler here, back again with yet another video talking about two of the largest, if not the largest, AAA games of 2017 coming to Xbox One X later this year with full-on Xbox One X support. And now some of you might say, well, no duh, but it's nice to hear developers talking about the Xbox One X, especially developers that have a marketing deal with the PlayStation platform. So I think this is great news. Of course, before I get into this, I want to let you guys know that RDX Podcast, as well as the latest Gamescom information, will be linked down in the description. Check that out if you want to know more about Gamescom. And really, let's start by getting into the first big game confirmed to be getting 4K support on Xbox One X. And we'll start with Wolfenstein 2: The New Colossus. This game looks absolutely fantastic, and if you played Wolfenstein: The New Order, I certainly do recommend it. You know this game is going to play fantastically as well. So this is yet another AAA game on the Xbox One X that gets 4K 60 frames per second support. And some of you might be like, whoa, where'd you get that extra 30 frames from? If you played The New Order, you know this franchise runs at 60 frames per second. And, you know, what are the odds they're going to cut that in half? Of course, this one will be 60 frames per second as well. It was absolutely essential to the experience last time around. I think the developers know that. And with this much power, there's no reason for it not to be. So, I am looking forward to this a lot. When I played the first one, I was blown away. That's why, to me, this is one of the biggest games of 2017, and it's going to look phenomenal. Now, of course, you can expect native 4K support. Now, I do have to say the article says they don't know how they're going to get up to 2160p. It might be checkerboarding. We have to say that, of course. But as somebody who knows what it takes to run this kind of stuff, I can tell you this game should be native 4K 60 frames per second. And of course, the first one was a full 1080p on the Xbox One base console as well, which is another good sign that the game should hit a native 4K resolution on the Xbox One X at 60 frames per second. So add it to the list. The game's going to look great with enhanced effects and textures as well as 4K resolution. Let me know if you're looking forward to playing this game. And of course, that comes out this October 27th, 2017. Now on to what has got to be the biggest title in this video. Star Wars Battlefront 2 confirmed Xbox One X support finally by the developers. They've gone into a bit of detail, at least stating that you will get what this box can bring you. And I like seeing this, especially considering EA and DICE have a marketing deal with PlayStation for Battlefront 2. So, like I said, they might have the marketing deals, but that doesn't stop you from having an amazing experience on the X. They're still going to support it. DICE have said on record they're going to try to get every little bit out of this console that they possibly can, and I think this game is going to look gorgeous. Now, the real question is, what resolution is it going to come in at? I think it'll be a 2160p, but I don't think it'll do it natively. Now, as I've said before, there are several variables with Star Wars Battlefront 2 running on Xbox One X, but I've covered this before, and I'll let one of those clips play out now. The first one ran at 720p on X1 at 60 frames per second. You know, hey, let's just lowball it, right? Just because. Let's say the Xbox One is 1.3 teraflops. The Scorpio is around a 4.5x boost in power. Well, let's multiply 720p times 4. That's Quad HD at 1440p, 60 frames per second. You know, that's probably about what you should expect on Scorpio with better graphics. Now, hey, I'm not ruling this out 100%. You know, I'm not saying they can't get 4K through optimization, but that is a good chunk of frames they're going to need to come up with to hit 4K, around 20 to 30 FPS more to hit 4K over 1440p. You know, once again, not ruling it out, but, you know, hey, don't be surprised if it's not native 4K 60. And there you have it. That video clip there was several months old, and you know what? I still agree with myself. You know, sometimes we have a tendency to change our minds about things, and this makes perfect sense to me. The first Battlefront ran at 720p on the base Xbox One when it launched. Xbox One X is 4.5 times the power. 720p times 4 is 1440p. I'm thinking, knowing what I know now, knowing the EA are checkerboarding on games like Anthem, I think this game will probably be 1800p, checkerboarded up to 2160p. Now, don't shoot the messenger, just my theory, but I could be wrong. I know on the PC, 6 teraflops will get you 4K 55 frames a second on high ultra, I think, with no anti-aliasing at 4K. So it could go either way. I'm not sure. Maybe they'll do checkerboarding and add additional visual effects. I would actually prefer that. It's all about frame rate, then it's about the graphics, and then it's about that resolution to enhance the graphics that are there. That's my opinion. That's always been my opinion, and I hope they go that way. But either way, this is 2 massive titles that are getting 4K updates on the Xbox One X, both of them running at 60 frames. I cannot wait to see these things in action, and I'd really like to know what you guys think down below. Now, of course, give me a like if you guys are looking forward to these games. If you like this kind of news and information, these kind of updates, go ahead and subscribe for more. I'm Dealer. I'm out.